live, but give me a moment as I set this camera, and hopefully I will not click emergency because I have clicked emergency several times. Okay, and then I'm going to just go set my other computer. Be right back. Okay, here we are today. Let me get this light on. There we go. So I can't figure out what happens here with my camera. It's like it goes fuzzy. If anybody has any idea how to keep my camera from blurring like that, I would really appreciate the tip. I guess I'm going to have to do some investigating. I think it has to do with the lighting. See, watch what happens. I turn the light off and everything is good. I turn the light on. All right, well, let's check. Let's see if this is going to work. All right, here we are. It's Monday, and we've been working on doing some mixed media art having to do with creating pages and good stuff like that. So far, we have our 4 front and back pages layered up with all the collage work on it, with our other pages added in places. So let's just flip through them as a reminder. Now, originally, let's go through these first. Remember, I chose the motif of insects and animals. And that cool starfish or a seahorse. So we have those. And then we have these pages left over. And these are on sketch paper. So we just did one side with jelly plates and stencils. This is my cleaning page, remember that? This is just stencils. And then we have a couple of our wax paper pages left over. And now what we're going to do is we're going to begin to put together and create the journal. So what I mean by that, I showed you these at the very, very beginning. These are little cute, unique journals from another project I did. And they're all layered up. You can see there's a blank page occasionally, and that's for some of your journaling, like your writing journaling. And these are sewn together with thread, which we'll be doing on Thursday. Okay. And then here's the smaller one. And it doesn't have any blank pages. This one I sort of designed as an example book to show different types of layers. So technically, when I worked with this, it was that size of a page, an 8 by, what, an 10 by 8 or whatever. I don't know. I'm bad with, I'd have to rule it. And then I cut them to make 2 little unique books. Well, this time I chose to work with this size, and this size is a 7 by 10 page. And at first I was going to cut it, right? And then it would make these little tiny books. But I have decided we're going to keep this size. This is going to be the size of our journal. 7 by 10. So what that means is that these pages, which are going to be used inside for our journal page, they're not as clean as the other one, but I don't care. Makes it kind of fun. These have to be cut down. We're going to use all 3 of these inside as our journaling pages. And I'm not sure about these yet, so I'm going to put these aside for right now as we cut down these. So all I'm going to do is use this to sort of figure out what part of it I want to use. So 7 inches, right? So I know I want to, see, it's almost perfect. And by 10. Look at that. This is almost perfect. Okay, so let's just calculate. Let's get rid of this. I have my paper cutter here. Get rid of this top. Okay. So I'm going to have to trim it off just a little. Now something like this don't throw away, because in another session I'm going to show you what to do with these cool type of strips. So just set that off to the side. Okay, let's see. Let's see how we are on this size. So it's just a little bit too long. Let me get my pencil here. I'm just going to trace that line. There we go. Okay. So now let me just cut these other two real quick. Close enough. Okay, one more. All right, that's good. So now let's take our pages and let's put together a little art journal layout. That's cool. Okay, this might make a good front cover. Maybe. And this might make a good back cover. Yeah. Although these two look really nice together, but they're going to have a page, so it doesn't matter. Maybe I'll go like that. Okay, and then we have these pages. Although, see what I'm doing? I'm pulling this page here because of that. Oh, this, maybe with that. Let's do it like that. Let's check this out. Do we want it opposite or do we want it uniform? Actually, this looks better because it looks like bubbles rising, doesn't it? But this is upside down. See the music notes. Haha. Well, okay, guess what? Music notes down here. No, that's correct. Okay, never mind. Okay, I like that a lot. That's okay. So those two are done. Let me turn this around. Although that looks pretty cool. Doesn't it? Let's make that the first page. And then this. And then the beehives, because see how cute that is together? And then the music. This piece is too small to keep, so I'm just going to throw that out. Okay. So this is what it would look like then, right? Front cover, page, page, page. We need a blank page right in there, don't we? Let's see. Don't throw these away. You can use them for something in collage work. Okay, so I'm going to decorate that with something. So give me a second. Let's see. These are my leftover papers, so let's see if I've got something I can collage it up with. Okay, I have a few ideas here. I got my gel here, my craft brush for gelling, because that's what we're going to do. We're going to gel these up. So one side is going to be one thing and the other side will be the other thing. That gives quite a bit of writing space. Okay, there's one. Plug your ears. Hey, hi Jay. Hi Jay Ellie. How are you? It's good to see you. Welcome. Can you hear me okay? I hope you're having a great day. So plug your ears again. So when you go back and watch the beginning of this, you're going to see what this page is all about. So I just gave it a quick dry, and now I'm going to flip it over and collage the back side of it so that it becomes the middle page of the journal. Oh, good. So, I have about 15 more minutes before I'm done, but if you have any questions as I'm moving forward, just pop them down there and I'll see them and I'll respond. I promise. If I get too focused, it might take me a moment to look up, but I will be there. The nice thing about gel is you can paint over it. So when you, not that this page is going to be painted, but makes it nice. Okay, let me put that in water. I'm gonna blow this dry again one more time. I may not have gotten enough gel there, but we'll see. Does this say wrong? Oh, I'll tell you what it is. It's actually from a store called Ace Hardware, and it's just a 79-cent craft brush. I buy them by the pack, so 12 in a pack, because I'm so brutal on them because I use them for gel and varnish and medium. I use them a lot with gesso, and so they get stiff after a while. But I don't throw my brushes out. I'll show you just a sec. I do collect, I keep my brushes, I collect them, and I have a ton of old brushes, right? And these, not that one, that's actually a new one. Isn't that a nifty brush? That's a cool one. That's for canvas when I really want to do big strokes. But these become my scrubbers, so I do a lot of scrubbing with them. And then, of course, I work with them on Game Boy. I don't play Game Boy. But and then they also make a cool decoration. And then I have an art and craft project I want to do with some of these old brushes. But look, at some of them are so stiff you can't even, oh, that one's so stiff. Okay, there I go. I do too. I love old brushes. I think they look cool. And this is setting up with my finished art journals. So it kind of like, you know, here are my journals, and it sort of acts as a bookend. So it's a decoration now. Okay, so let me just finish drying this real quick. It's almost done, but. And this is actually used for embossing. When you want to emboss, it's a heating tool. So it's not the best to dry with. I usually use my little blow dryer. It's just a hair blow dryer for this kind of stuff, but I don't have it plugged up. I'm using my extension cord for something else, and you probably can't even hear me. It is part of the journaling decor. What have you been working on today? Yeah, hair dryer is the best. I like to do embossing too, so I work with this. I got one of these for that, and then I end up using it for everything now. But certain mediums, if you get too close with this, it'll bubble them. It'll actually melt them and bubble them. You are a professional artist, but hey, work is okay too. You know what? I'm doing something really maybe bad. I might end up getting cited, or every time I go to hook up my phone, you know, in my thing here, my giraffe arm over my workstation for filming, I'm accidentally hitting emergency 911. I've done that 3 times this week, and they call me back and they're like, hello. I know. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And they're nice about it, but you know, they're busy people. All right, this feels good. So I have to beware. All right, so here's what we're doing. Let me get rid of this now. Hey, by the way, do you like my unicorn party table plastic tablecloth? Isn't that cute? Look at this part of it. You probably can't see it, but it's got little unicorns. All right, so here's why I made these. So we're putting the book together. We're compiling it now. Here's the front cover, a page for journaling or writing page, and then here's the center as part of the cover. It's the wax paper. And then here's the back cover, and I folded it over. So then it's that page for writing, journaling, and then the end, the back cover. So what I'm doing is sticking this one right in the middle of it all as a reinforcement for the center of the book and the wax paper. So this is going to be the journal. And so on Thursday, we're gonna sew it up all together. So it's now ready to go. I might add a few marks, but we'll be working on Thursday with some hemp thread that's waxed too, and all. And big bookbinding needles. I like this all the best. It's just one of those $2 ones you can pick up. This one came in the kit. And so I'm going to work with those tools, these 3 tools, in putting this all together, and a pencil and a ruler. And then do the final embellishments on it, and it's a done little journal. So I want to just show one last thing for today. So give me just a sec. So I am really into making journals, and I'm gonna show you a couple. One more. So what I'm sharing with you are different journals. I think being an artist, especially if you love to make art journals, it's really cool to learn how to make them, which is what this mixed media session has been about creating a cool art journal that is unique, simple to make. Here's prototypes of this style that we're doing, and which I've shown already on the film. So this is the style we're making today. And then, you know, you can take that layered page and you can create variations of it by doing collage pages and sewing in fabrics. And they make absolutely wonderful gifts during the holidays or for birthdays or a celebration or a special. When I was doing some shows, art shows, I would take my finished journals, and I like Joni Mitchell. I'm a real big Joni Mitchell fan. And I would sell them. But they're so cool and they're so unique. And this one is the same bookbinding technique I'm going to show on Thursday, but I just added a wood spine, a branch, and a bunch of fairy shells because I love dangles. There's my little fairy bookmark. A fairy shell bookmark. And what I mean by fairy shells is they have naturally bored holes in them. So you find them down at the ocean. Okay, and then here's one. This is a mixed media one. It's a little more planned out and smaller pages, but there's still ample room for journaling. This little journal came from a 5-day challenge I did in 2019. So they didn't know what they were doing, and they ended up doing ink and charcoal, Stabilo, and watercolor, and affirmations that went on the back side of each of the pages. And then we varnished the pages and put it all together in a cool little, see, I didn't wait for things to dry. When I demonstrate, I don't wait for things to dry. And then we bound it up with just hole punches and ribbon at the top. But we ripped our pages, so they're really, this is a really cool journal. This journal, I wove, I love to do weavings on a small makeshift loom that I made from a canvas, a smaller canvas. And it's with encaustic technique on it also. So the cover I created and did encaustic, which means the melted wax technique on it. And the front cover I wove with different textiles, and that's on it too. And then the pages are again collage, and this is a slightly different style because we're working with a different type of binder, but it's the same kind of thing. It's a really unique collagey, artsy art journal that's kind of a coffee table. You don't really, I mean, you could write in this. I wrote little things here and there, you know. But it's, I don't know, it's just one of those fun, like you don't have anything to do and you can't get inspired, and then you just start goofing around and having fun with it and putting it all together, you know, and little sayings that you love. And so that's that one. Oh, okay, so encaustic in French, does it mean melted wax? Well, I have two more to show you. You're not done yet. You're my captive audience. This is a weave for another front cover. I haven't decided what journal it's going to go on, but this one is and it's the kind of wax you use in decorations. Exactly. Yeah, it's a special kind of wax. It's actually an on caustic wax or on furniture. Yeah. Here's one. This is for abstract, for my abstract. Does this look familiar? This is the background of the digital prints I made for a show. Actually, at Carmel, the first show. Yes. Well, no. I did this for when we were in the circle in the cul-de-sac. Oh, the street, the summer street fair. So I took this. This is all. It's a technique I did. So I found pictures in the colors that I love. This is actually a fun exercise, okay? So I have a Pinterest, of course, and so I gathered pictures in colors the colors, these are like my soul colors. I began to realize, as every artist does, I have a favorite palette that I seem to gravitate towards and work with a lot, and I try to force myself out of that palette, but these colors, one or two or three or all of them, always end up in all of my paintings. So I went to Pinterest and I pulled out different pictures that I also like that were meaningful, and then I created this collage and filled in the white around the pictures with the colors, my colors, my favorite colors. And then I took a picture of it and I took it into Photoshop and I blurred it so that the pictures became sort of a background and you see more or less the color placement. And then off of this, I then painted that. So like here's the top. You can kind of see I took creative license and veered off into it. Here's the side, here's that side. You can see how it sort of works, right? And then I took that side and here it is over here, but created this abstract. Well, it's just an exercise, so this is just for personal use. I'm not selling this. I use this as a technique to be able to get an abstract feeling with it, and then to produce this. This is what I work with now. So those were just, I was just sharing with you the steps that I did to get to a soul color abstract. Yeah, and it works because then what I did with this was I took a picture of that, and I took a picture of just that page, and I took a picture of just that page, and then I brought in a little heart, and then in another one I collaged in a real vague picture of a home, and I called it home, I called it heart, and then the other one I drew a flower on, just a flower on, and those became 3 pieces of art that I sold. Abstract flower, abstract home, abstract heart, that I then put on display for the Carmel Summer Art Fair. And then I also showed them at Cultivate, because at the Carmel Summer Art Fair they didn't sell but at Cultivate, at the Cultivate show, they sold right away. So that was kind of cool too, because just seeing if this kind of technique works, it does. So it's something that I have shown my live students. I haven't done anything on the internet with it, but it's a really cool technique. It's worth doing. It really is worth doing. Anyway, so this is all for my abstract experimentations, and this is a folio, what's called a folio journal. And I don't have the back cover designed yet, but it's just 2 pieces of cereal box and decorated, painted. And then of course you can see the folios, the signatures inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 signatures. Each folio consists of 3 folded watercolor pages. And then my last one that I want to share with you, again, I took a notebook, a 3-wing binder apart. I ripped it apart and got the cardboard out of it, took all the plastic off, the rings out, and then this became, I created with fabric my own hardcover art journal. And this is an entire program. So here's all my artist notes, and then it's an affirmation process. So every painting has an affirmation card that goes with it. And I might actually, the things we need to hear. So I'll show you, like, oh, my darling girl, you matter so very much to me. That's the painting. And then here's the affirmation card, you matter. And so each one of the paintings, you are your own authority. You are your own authority. Right? That's the affirmation. So you can see I as I'm painting, I make the cards too. And then this page opens up, and you are flowing in the direction of your prayers. Where is it? You are flowing in the direction of your prayers, and I use that for it. And then here is embrace the mystery. Embrace the mystery. I choose me. I choose me. I am an artist. This is a fun technique, by the way. A really fun technique, because you don't know what's going to come out. I'm an artist. You, my darling, are very loved. You, my darling, are very loved. You do not have to be good. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what you, can make whatever you want, wherever people, I don't know. Anyways, I can't read my own writing anymore. You do not have to be good. This is a cool technique right here, where in drawing it, you don't lift your pen. You're laughing because I can't read my own writing. Well, this slide is really bad, but this is a cool technique. Blind. Oh, it's like blind contour. So, but instead of looking at something, you actually close your eyes, and then you pick the spot to start at. So I start right at the nose, and then I close my eyes and take my other hand, and put it at my nose, and I begin to trace, right? And so then I begin to draw it as I'm tracing my eyebrows, and then so on until you just have the face. And then so that's where I ended, right there, right? But all of this is no pin off the paper. Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? It's so cool. And it gives you the most interesting faces. I need a big paper. Yeah, I hear you on that. It's kind of hard. All right, you are safe here. You are safe here. This was for a women's collective that I did this one that had to do with abuse, spousal abuse, rape victims. So that was sort of that one, a healing prayer for women who have suffered abuse. And then this one, you are soulful. There you go, you are soulful. And this one, I'm not done with it. See, that's me. I actually took a picture of me and I put it down. And now I'm whiting things out that I don't like. And then I will create off of that. I don't know what the affirmation will be yet, and I don't know what the card will be yet. And then here is, we carry inside us the wonders we seek outside us. And that's Rumi. That's from Rumi. And there we go. And then I've just got some pockets back here. Oops, this came undone. Darn it. Oh well, doesn't matter. Anyways, so those are my art journals, aside from my altered books, but these are for art journaling, and I think making them is really fun and cool. So this class, this series, this Mixed Media 101 layered page series results in an art journal that's, aw, thank you. Am I saying your name right? Jaeli? Jaeli, or is there a different way phonetically that I should say it? Nope. Nope, I'm saying it right. Jael. Like that? Jael? Jael. Maybe I'm supposed to say Jael. Like, pretend I have a French accent. S'il vous plaît, Jael. D'accord. I don't know how to say a lot of words. I did learn some French. I had a friend once who taught me some French, and I could speak a little bit. Like he would say, ça va, or something like that, and I would say, oh, I'm good. Anyways, I can speak a little Spanish. Donde está la bufadero? So you can paint the naked French models. Oh, I'm not a realist. I have a hard time painting human hands. My hands all come out tweaked. Anyways, okay, that's it for today's Twitch session. And we'll come back on Thursday for those of you who want to come back, my big audience. And we will finish up our sweet little art journal book somewhere. I put it somewhere and I don't know where it's at now. And bind it all up and do our oh, here it is. It's right in front of my face. You're so welcome. Hey, it's been a pleasure having someone to talk to. I've had one other Twitch session where someone came in and asked me, what the heck is jelly plates? Because and he spelled it with a J. And I said, no, jelly, G-E-L-I. It's a tool. Can you eat it? That's what, I figure it was a guy. It just felt like a guy to me. Can you eat it? Because, a woman isn't going to go, can you eat it? Only a man would say, can you eat it? So I said, I wouldn't. Anyways, so thank you so much. And that ends my little Twitch for this Monday. And are you in SL? Thank you. Bye. Bye. Come again. Don't be shy. Signing off.